Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Jan Brothers in Canada. We're back with our new video, and this video is about um, uh, while you're waiting for your spousal sponsorship and you are on a tourist visa in Canada. So what can you do to start working, right? So it is the case for my wife. Ayushi, who came to Canada in December 2023 on a tourist visa after getting married here. So I mean, we actually applied for her PR in December itself. However, as we know, the waiting times are like more than 10 months. And like, even today, she hasn't got her PR yet. So, of course, she wanted to start working. We applied for her open work permit based on her sponsorship application. So, in this video, we're going to talk about the detailed process and the timeline it took, how much time it took from the day we applied. And the first question is, when can we apply her open work permit? If we want to put it into the category of applying the work permit based on the sponsorship. So I'll talk about it. Second thing, I'll also be sharing some samples, like of course in this work permit application, I have created a letter of explanation to make life easier for the processing officer, and of course to support our file. And then we'll be talking about how much it costed us. What are the documents required for applying for the spousal work permit? And honestly, I mean, so far I have applied, I think, 7 to 8 visas, and this was the least documentation I provided in this application, because I mean most of the documents we applied and into the sponsorship application. We'll also talk about, and I'll share some samples of the corresponding letter and the approval letter we got after getting the work permit. Yes, she got her work permit. So, and of course, I'll be sharing some extra tips. So stay tuned. This video has a lot of information, and I'll be able to answer most of the questions which you may got when you apply for this open work permit. So if I miss anything, please feel free to put it in the comment section and I'll be able to answer it. And once again, if you like this video, please do share with your friends and colleagues. And if you have any feedback, please put it in the comment section. So stay tuned. A little background of this channel, it's about our journey. We moved to Canada. What are we doing right now? Whatever process we are following, we are trying to make videos so that people can learn from it. Without wasting further time, let's talk about the detailed timeline. So as you can see, this is a screenshot I took when when my wife got her approval for the work permit. So as you can see, we applied for this application on January 13th. Do you know why we applied so late? Because as I said previously, that she came here in December. So why did I wait it for a month? The answer is simple, that in order to be considered for a work permit based on a sponsorship application, we need to provide them an AOR, which is the acknowledgement of receipt for the PR application. So it took a month to get that AOR email. So I'll also be sharing the sample, what we got. So that's the reason why we applied on 13th of January. And as you can see, there's not much information, like there's not much delay, and there's not much notifications. We got the first notification, which is on 14th of May, which is exactly almost after 4 months, that the corresponding letter. I'll show you what it is talking about. It's just that your biometrics are still valid. And then after 2 days, she got her work permit approval. Okay. Also, like this was just a work permit approval on which is a PDF, but um, we were also waiting for the hard copy, which we got, I think, after 8 days. So she actually got her work permit, like the paper document, actual, on 24th of May in the mailbox. Okay, so that's about the detailed timeline. If we move ahead, that's what it costed us. As you can see, in total, we paid $255 for um, this application, and it is separate from the PR application. Okay. Um, hmm. As you can see, it's a comprehensive list of documents. I might have provided some extra documents just to support my file, but um, if I mean, as you can see, the basic documents are passport, of course, Ayushi's passport, AOR for the spousal sponsorship application. On the right-hand side, you can clearly see that, and of course, I have, forged some of the important information since this video will be public. So on 13th only, we got this email, and on the 13th of January itself, we applied for the work permit. So we didn't waste it even a single day. So what all information we needed was the UCI number, application number. So I just printed this email and attached it into this work permit application. And I also attached the IRCC payment receipt for the sponsorship file for Ayushi. I also attached her proof of status in Canada, which was her visitor visa. Like once you get a visitor visa, of course, you get a printed on your passport, and I just scanned it. And I also attached a proof of address in Canada so that IRCC officer knows that she's staying in Canada. So we opened her a bank account, and we also got her a mobile bill. So I mean, just to support our file. This is not a mandatory document. I just added some more details just to avoid any rejection or any additional documentation. Yeah, this is a mandatory thing, a digital photo. This is a mandatory thing, which is a marriage certificate. And then these are the 3 applications forms. Once you apply for the work permit, when you move ahead with the next steps, the system will ask you to download these forms and fill it. It's very straightforward forms, nothing complicated. I guess 2-page, 3-page form, that's all. So the first one, which is 5710E, application to change conditions, extend my stay or remain in Canada as a worker. Because she was a tourist and now she wants to change it to a work permit, that's why you can say that she wants to remain in Canada as a worker. So it was just talking about the name, when did you moved here, what do you want to do, and so on, right? Sorry, let me move back. Okay, so the second form was 5257, which is application for the temporary residence. Again, very basic details, nothing new. And then the third form was 5476, a use of representative, because I applied on her behalf. So I filled it and signed it. And of course, she also signed it. This is the most important document as per my perspective, the letter of explanation with supporting documents. So in the next slide, you will see a sample which I drafted. And I feel it's very important because, IRCC officer, I mean, I feel if we provide them enough details, in a paper, at one place, it might be easier for them to just review and maybe approve it. And I added some supporting documents, which is my PR card. I'm her husband, so I was a sponsor in her sponsorship application. So I just added this PR card and my driving license. And then, of course, I added my employment verification letter and some recent payslips. This is not mandatory. I just added it so that IRCC officer gets some insurance that I am the responsible person for her. And if anything goes wrong, I'll be taking care of her expenses and everything. So that's all. I mean, as you can see, it's a very short list, and most of the documents, I mean, some of the documents I added just to support the file. Mandatory documents are like just passport, AOR, payment receipt, photo, marriage certificate, and these 3 applications. That's it. So let's move ahead. Okay, so this is the letter of explanation I drafted. And honestly, it didn't took me much time because I just changed some verbiage. I added a letter of explanation in my wife's PR application, sponsorship application. So I just edited. So nothing, it's just talking about what are we applying for, and then some giving my details, sponsor details, and applicant details, and then giving some details that she came here on visitor visa on 9th of December last year, and then there was a visa number here, which I just forged it so that since it's a public platform. And then of course I added that, okay, her PR application, sponsorship application is in progress, and this is the application number, which I hided it. And we applied it on 20th of December. And then of course I added that we have attached the documents. And I added some details for myself and the family members so that IRCC officer gets some assurance that we are financially stable to take care of her. So just mention that, okay, I'm a permanent resident residing here with my entire family. So here I added my name, date of birth, passport number, citizenship, current designation, and the annual income for all of my family members so that, you know, they get some insurance that, okay, we are stable and can take care of her expenses if anything goes wrong. So, and again, talking about the same thing, and this is important line, I would say. So we clearly meet the eligibility criteria for the open work permit, and you have the full assurance from myself, that which you can consider it as a guarantee to give financial support for the basic needs of my spouse, Ayoshi Jan. Basic needs include food, clothing, shelter, and other needs for everyday living, dental care. I mean, I just took these lines from IRCC website because I think I read somewhere that these are the basic needs which sponsor has to take care of if anything goes wrong. And thank you for this and this. I mean, these are just basic details. So that's about the sample. What else? And here you go. These are the 2 documents which we got once we got the approval. So on the 14th of May, we got a validation letter, which is called a corresponding letter. It's just talk about that we have your biometrics and we don't need it again. Because we, as you can see, that the purpose of the letter is notify you that biometrics is valid till 12th of February 2024. And then this, what you need to do, this, that's it. So we don't have to do it because they already had our biometrics. And then on 15th of May, just after 1 day or 2 day, we got this approval letter that says that, okay, your application is approved as an open work permit. And then of course, this has the document number, which I highlighted, and then it has the validity. So she got 2 years of work permit, and effective 14th of May, 2026, she can start working. There's a catch because of course you need a SIN number. So I'll be making a video on when can you apply for SIN number and how can you apply for SIN numbers, maybe in the next video. We have plenty of new topics. I'll be trying to be more active in the videos. So please feel free to comment if you need any specific topic, if you need any video on the specific topic, and I'll try to make it ASAP. So that's all for this video. I hope this was informative and helpful for people who want to apply for an open permit for their spouse. If I missed anything, please feel free to comment and I'll be able to answer the questions. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and family, and do subscribe to the channel so that you get the notification. Thank you. Have a good day.